trying to find the words for describing how this feels. Oh man, I'm gonna cry.
You got it.
When I took over this program, I knew that this was possible. And I believed that we were capable of taking this program to the next level, and that we had the pieces in place and the foundation was there, and we just, I wanted to put my spin on it. And the fact that it's happening is overwhelming, makes me proud, makes me obviously emotional. And the crazy thing is that we're not done yet. I don't think that this is a situation where we're just gonna celebrate this and think that that's the end of our road. The way that this group has competed this postseason, and I'll go back to the Mountain West Conference tournament, this whole weekend has been nothing short of, spectacular, amazing. I mean, pick the adjective. Every facet of the game has been locked down. The offense has been prepared and showed up every day and have taken care of business on the offensive side. We're scoring runs like we really haven't all year. I mean, on a consistent level. The pitching has been dialed in. I am so proud of this young lady to my right. Today came out right off the bat. They punched bang, 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 5 in a row. And I think for a lot of people, that would have been the end of the day for them. And I had confidence, and I know she had confidence that she could make an adjustment and keep herself in the game, and that's exactly what happened. We made the adjustment and kept ourselves in the ball game and gave the offense a chance to kind of get the game under their belt a little bit. It's a big moment, right? Everyone on the field is just trying to make history for their school, for their program, and just the fact that it took us a little bit to get going, and then I felt like once we did, the doors blew open, and that AJ's bomb was absolutely the nail in the coffin. I think emotionally as much as anything. And again, I'm a proud coach. I'm a proud mama bear to all these little peeps, and really just can't wait to get to work next week and continue this magical run.
Any questions on the Zoom?
Yeah, I've got a couple, as a matter of fact. Allie, I'll start with you if we could. You hear your coach talk about your ability to make those adjustments, to not back down. I'll use my phrasing. Where does that come from within you? Is that part of how you're wired? Is it just a way you set your mind in those moments? Tell me about that side of you.
I feel like it's all of the above, or I know that it takes all of the above. Failure recovery is the name of the game, and it's the name of softball. So I kind of got my team together after that first inning, and I was like, look, I'm going to fight for you guys to the end of this game. And I would say that the confidence in myself to keep fighting in that game comes from the confidence in my team and my defense. My team totally picked me up on the field, both offensively and defensively. So I would say that my ability to keep throwing the ball and being able to be present in that moment comes 100% from my teammates and how they talk to me and how they pick me up. So I give that credit to my teammates.
And Allie, too, just when you're preparing for a game like this with a little higher stakes than, even big games during the regular season, does your preparation process differ at all, or is it just another day for you?
No, I think what keeps me grounded in the big moments like today is keeping my preparation the same before every time I put my cleats on, every time that I get the opportunity to compete, I keep my preparation the same, and I feel like that's what helps me be consistent for my team and consistently do what I need to do.
And then AJ, for you, coming into today, you guys were in the driver's seat, so to speak. You knew you had to be beaten twice, and you had not been beaten yet. What did that do for you guys, especially as an offense coming into the day, just in terms of preparing and staying loose and things like that?
We just know we can be confident in the person to the left or right of you, in front of you, behind you, just knowing that everyone's prepared for this moment. and you could take your hacks up there knowing that someone's going to pick you up and just being confident in the box.
And then tell me about the home run, the at-bats, rounding the bases. Tell me what that was like.
Rounding the bases was a great time. I was just, to see my team hype and the crowd hype, it was just a great time to be able to do it for my teammates and just know that their confidence pours into me and my coach's confidence pour into me, and just everyone being confident around me makes me confident to be able to make those big moments happen.
And then, Coach, for you, they showed you on the broadcast right after the win. You had some emotions. You got here. You had some emotions. I'm not going to ask you about being emotional. I promise. I'm leading into. But you chose this program. You chose this team. Tell me why you chose this program and why you chose this team.
I, as a player, I always played on the team that was the front runner, right? The team that had the target on their backs. And the process of being a part of something that is maybe undervalued, a little bit under-respected, that's a motivating and being the underdog is really pretty awesome. I don't think we're the underdog today, but I think in general, when I thought of, spending my career, potentially my whole career at San Diego State, as we know in coaching, that's not typical. That's very atypical, in fact. But it's a place that I want to live. It's a place that I want to raise my family. It's a department that I believe in, that is on the up and up, truly on the rise. One of the SDSU athletic department's monikers is Rise Up, and this department is rising up in all the ways. Truly the year of the Aztec. I mean, you see what our basketball team did. I think we have the potential to do some really special things ourselves. We've checked a couple boxes, right? Like conference tournament, boom. Regional, boom. Now we go to a super regional, and I think we have every opportunity to continue to elevate this softball program, this department. I'm a native Californian. I love representing my state. All those things. I think we have all the things that anyone would need to be competitive. And we've got a little chip on our shoulder because that whole mid-major thing, right? We don't have all the bells and whistles that some of our competitors have, but we have grit and we have heart and we have a strong culture and we have people that are bought in and trust what we're doing and believe in what we're doing, and that is where the magic happens. How big your facility is and how big your budget is, that stuff is all great, but can you get on the field and compete with all of it? Leave it on the field, and these people do that, and that's all. I think it comes from the history, and then taking what we know and what we've built, and just continuing on and building on that. And I love, again, where we're headed. Not only the softball, San Diego State softball, Aztec softball, but also SDSU as a university and as a department. Like we're going special places.
I got questions. Eric Lopez in the circle. For the players, what does it mean playing for your coach? What does it mean playing for her? Especially, you're quite familiar with her history with the school here at UCLA. She's one of the greatest players in the history of the sport. What does it mean playing for her and this week winning this regional at a place at her alma mater?
I think just knowing that she makes us prepared every day on the field, off the field, and just knowing that if she has confidence in us, then who else would you want to have confidence in you? Like, she's the best, one of the best ever. Like, it's great to have her on staff and just learn and listen from her and just get knowledge from her every day.
Yeah, to piggyback off of what AJ said, like you said, we have one of the greatest athletes to ever play this game, and for one of the greatest athletes to tell every player on her roster that she believes in us, if anything, that just makes this moment that much special, or that much more special. Her coming to San Diego State, wanting to share that knowledge of the game, share that love for the game, and pour into a program, it inspires me to do the same thing. So if anything, just a great example to our girls is not only our head coach, but as a mom, just a person in general, and all of us having the same beliefs and the same purpose to grow the program. So it's awesome to play for one of the greats.
Coach, I remember I texted you from the Amway Center in Orlando when men's basketball was playing in the NCAA tournament. So they made on that great run. I'm curious, did you use that run for men's basketball to your team? Did that help kind of also extra little motivation there that, hey, look what they accomplished. We could accomplish similar things.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it specifically, but I do think that that run and the kind of swell of pride, I would say that the city of San Diego was feeling, obviously Aztecs around the globe were feeling, that's something that we felt. I don't know that it was like a point of emphasis, but we actually had a handful of players do a quick 24-hour turnaround and actually made it to Houston for the final game, which was, I was holding my breath, making sure that they were well behaved on that quick little jaunt. But it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for them to go and experience that, and that's part of this college experience. I think that's one really important thing to me about our program and our culture is, we work hard, we compete, all the things. We want to we're here to win softball games, but at the same time, like I want every one of these young women that comes through here to have had a life-changing experience. And that happens off the field as well as on. And so, I think we do a really nice job. I think I'm biased, but of letting them have a life outside of this, because we're going to push you and challenge you when you're with us out the field in between the white lines. But when you're off the field, there's a lot more to life than just this. You're a softball player, but it's not who you are. It's just what you do. And I think that allows them to really feel like they can be who they are. All are welcome, right? Like it's a very, just an open environment, and I think that's part of what makes it special.
And then obviously talk about your staff. Victoria, we've talked about her when she joined your staff, and then Kendall joining this year, and even the staffs, obviously that you've been a part of over the years, helping build this program. Put into words their contributions to this.
Well, you mentioned Kendall. Kendall came in this year and brought a ton of experience, and she's just a very nurturing, positive, caring. She fills in a lot of the holes that maybe I or Victoria would leave. Vic would leave in terms of just like understanding what's needed. She works her butt off and is very passionate about being an Aztec. As new as she is, she's an Aztec for life. Her family, she's got ties in San Diego State, grew up in San Diego, so her coming back was a big deal for her in her personal life, and it shows. She's extremely proud, and again does a lot of things, brings a lot of good vibes, which I think are huge, really, really huge. Vic and I have been now together for 2 years. She's been with me as I've gone through my own process of how to become a head coach. I'm not there. I don't have all the answers figured out yet, but I can tell you it hasn't been smooth. It's a process, just like anything else. Figuring out how to, live with the decisions you make, and what kind of leader do I want to be when the pressure's on and when the pressure's off, and the consistency and all these things. And Vic has challenged me in so many ways, and helped me, I think, as we've crafted the culture. Because in my experience, and now I can say I've done it here in terms of taking over for Kathy Van Wyk and starting this journey as a head coach. But you can't just drop your culture on a program. You have to. It's gotta kind of soak in, and you have the idea of what you want, and then you have a reality, and sometimes they don't always match up. So I've had Vic again to hold me accountable to things and say, hey, like I don't think that's how we want to do that, or let's look for a new way, or I think we can do that better. And so it's been awesome. We've had a lot of fun. We laugh a lot. We joke a lot, but we also work hard and are equally as passionate about this program and doing things the right way. And so I am so blessed to have an incredible staff. Delaney Wiz is new, and she's young and kind of still figuring it all out, but she's brought a really fun and positive dynamic as well. I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. I feel like I do have the best staff in the nation. And then you look at, we'll go back to Vic real quick. The offense is dialed, and that's all Vic. That's Vic preparing them. That's Vic with film study. That's Vic with planning, hitting books, all the preparation. I would argue that there's no offensive team that's as prepared as ours. And there's a reason why now 2 years in a row in the postseason we've had our best offensive showings, because we've gone through a journey the entire season, right? All year long, it's a build up to this, and that's all Vic Hayward.
And then my last question: you've done it all in this sport, in the international, as a player. Where does this day rank for you personally? Where does this put this into context considering the surroundings and everything?
Yeah, the fact that it happened on the field here at UCLA, it's like poetic in a crazy way, like total full circle moment, right? I had some amazing championship moments in a blue and gold uniform on this field. I don't know that I could compare it. I mean, I think player moments and coach moments are different. I'll be honest, the stress is much more as a coach, way more, like not even close. Because you don't really have any control, right? You write the lineup and you throw them out there and you say a prayer and you hope for the best and you hope they're ready to go. But it's like I said, it's been something that I dreamed about and truly believed in my heart of hearts that could be done. And here we are. We've done it, and we've got more ahead of us. I really feel good about the next week ahead of us, and I think we could be a World Series team in 7 days time.